This is ridiculous to have in a house. But I am totally about it.
This community actually really surprised me, and it opened yesterday, so nobody has shown you this before. We are in Silverthorne, and right behind me is their brand new farmhouse series home. And I haven't seen these exterior elevations, and I certainly haven't seen them at these prices. In fact, prices out here are starting under $300,000, but this neighborhood still has some phenomenal amenities that are already under construction, one of which is a resort style pool and the other which is pickleball. But we've got two products to show you today, and they're bigger than what we're used to seeing in these builder communities. In fact, the first one we're showing you is over 3,500 square feet. It's massive, and it's got one feature that we kind of already showed you that I haven't seen in any other home, but you're gonna wanna stick around because the second product we're showing you, their 50-foot product series, is the one that actually starts under $300,000. So you're gonna wanna stick around for that one. And we are right here in my hometown, Conroe, Texas, which is absolutely exploding with growth. So we're gonna show you exactly where we're at today. But first thing I wanna do is get you inside of this home because it really is something special. Now, I've been in a lot of different D.R. Horton communities before. This is not what I expected when I walked into this model home. And let me start by saying this is actually one of the larger products that I've seen D.R. Horton building anywhere in the Houston area. This is a 60-foot wide lot. And for those that haven't seen our channel before, that just means that the front width of the lot is 60 feet wide, which means this house itself is actually 50 feet wall to wall. And they did a great job with this floor plan of completely opening it up. In fact, starting over here in the kitchen, I've got to say, this is probably one of the bigger kitchen islands we've seen in a while. It actually has 5 full-size bar stools set up. Typically, they're trying to cram 4 in. So the first thing I notice when I come in here is how open it is. The second thing I notice is how clean and modern it is. You've got these wood look luxury vinyl plank floors, and this is a really nice natural kind of vanilla French oak tone. It's not too warm, it's not too cold, it's not that modern gray. It actually has a real wood look to it. But I love the black lowers with the white quartz. This is pretty much exactly what I have in my house, except I do like they've got a little bit of gold veining over here in the countertops. So a lot of counter space, pretty big kitchen. You've got the 5-burner gas cooktop that's set down in here. And yeah, as I'm taking all of it in, once again, I think my real first thought is just how open it is. I really want you to see the view from the kitchen. It doesn't feel crammed at all. And the reason it doesn't feel crammed is I wasn't expecting it to be this big, but it's actually over 3,500 square feet. So we've got plenty to show you here. And this is just the first model. This is the more expensive one. If you're looking for that deal, you're gonna wanna stick around because next door, outside doesn't have the same farmhouse vibe as this one, but as soon as you walk through those front doors, same wow factor. So stick around for that one. But they've got 2 different options of elevation on the exterior. They've got this new farmhouse style, which is kind of their new product line, and then they have their traditional series. And so all throughout the neighborhood, you're gonna have a blend of both. And when you contract to build out here, you're gonna be able to pick which one that you want, because some people like traditional. So farmhouse isn't for everybody. Now, I don't see this too often. They actually have the oven underneath the gas cooktop. So typically when they've got the oven here, it's a slide in, but I like what they did is they actually cut it into the counter and somehow managed to still fit the oven in here. And then I love the microwave being right up here at eye level. And then these are pretty good size cabinets as well. These are 42-inch wood cabinets. And they don't go all the way up to the ceiling, but what's really cool is they actually, instead of having a backsplash, they took the countertop not only up through the backsplash, but all the way up to the ceiling too. So details that I don't think a lot of you that have seen other D.R. Horton products are expecting. So it's just really cool to see them rolling out all the bells and whistles here in this brand new neighborhood. And this is day 2. They just opened. In fact, they were rolling out pricing as we were in the sales office earlier. So you got a really good sized corner pantry here. I would say more than adequate, stores a lot of stuff. And then you've got their appliance packages. So they've got stainless steel appliance packages. I would say these are kind of mid-grade standard Whirlpool, but they're really nice. And even more cabinet space kind of over here. But this is really where it opens up. Tons of natural light coming through these windows. You've got 10-foot ceilings in here with a lot of good canned lighting. And then obviously this chandelier is kind of a showpiece, but just look how big this living room is. You've got a lot of space. You could easily do a huge L-shape sectional over here. And then I think they crushed it on the staging personally, but you got these glass coffee tables. You could even go bigger on the coffee table. But yeah, just more than enough space in here. This is where I would do the TV. You do have a window on each side of it, so you probably want to get some, little blackout curtains or little drop downs, but plenty of space to fit an 80-inch TV, which is about as big as we usually see them in homes. They got a little mirror wall here. And then over here, I'm a big fan of these open concept living rooms. It's what I gravitate towards. I just feel like the livability of these homes is really what you're paying for. And so to be able to have a full dining room that's really not up at the front of the house, it's very much part of the family area, I feel like you're a lot more likely to use it. And with this being a big 6-seater, you could easily have a leaf in it and fit it out to 8. I think anything beyond 8, it would start to get tight, but just all the design work they did with this extra kind of wood shiplap wall I think is pretty neat. So overall, absolutely love the main living area. One thing that's really important here in Texas is having that adequate outdoor space. So they've got pretty good sized covered back patio off of this home. And with this being a brand new neighborhood, one thing I want to point out is all these trees over here on the perimeter. So there are still plenty of opportunities. In fact, the most opportunities you'll ever have here in this neighborhood to get a perimeter lot where you actually back up to those trees. And those are pretty well established trees. I'd say those are about 30-year-old pine trees. They're about 45, 50 feet tall. So you're going to get a lot of that shade cover if you get a lot that backs up to it. And overall, you've got a pretty good depth to these lots. And what's cool is depending on where you're at in the neighborhood, some of them even have these stone retaining walls, which actually aesthetically look pretty good to me. So, but really good outdoor space. They've got 2 outdoor fans and then the gas stub out. So you do have gas here in this neighborhood. So if you wanted to build that outdoor kitchen, you could do that. And because this is a farmhouse style, you'll notice that you've got the hardy plank siding. And then on the traditional, you'll have hardy plank siding on the back, but you'll have brick wrapping around the front of the homes. So this is a showstopper. This is a huge master bedroom, king size bed. But I just think the wallpaper is super cool. At least I think it's wallpaper. You know what? It's actually a paint job. That's pretty neat. So they hired somebody pretty cool to do that. Ties in perfectly with the art, but this is definitely more than adequate. I guess it is what I would expect in a 3,500 square foot home. But I just didn't expect the homes out here to be this big, especially whenever we get into prices at the end of this walkthrough. I think your jaw is going to drop when you realize you can get this for these prices. So coming in here, really love to see that it's not a tight galley style bathroom. But what's more impressive is you don't have one, you have 2 closets. But first, we got our big walk-in shower over here. They did scratch the tub. So I know that's a point of contention. Let me know in the comments below if you have to have a tub or if you would prefer this massive walk-in shower, but you still have the 10-foot ceilings in the bathroom, and they've got the dials over here so that you don't have to get all wet while you're warming up the water. So let's check out closet number 1 first. Unfortunately, we walk in a lot of homes these days where this is it. And this is an okay sized closet, but for a 3,500 square foot home, you definitely want a little bit more closet space, but that's okay because this is just one of the 2 closets. This one over here is massive. It's got plenty of space, so much so that they tried to show you by putting kind of a one-off piece of furniture in here. I don't know, I like it, it's cute. But plenty of hanging space in here, and then right behind you, you actually have a built-in shoe rack. So yeah, I would say more than enough closet space, thank the Lord. And pretty big toilet room, show them that. I mean, normally you've got what I call the knee knockers. You go in, the door barely closes, your knees are knocking the door. You got a lot of space in there. What I like about this floor plan is that you've got kind of separate sections of it. So right over here in the middle of the home, this is gonna be your half bath. It's easily accessible. People don't have to go down a hallway to get to it. And they just crushed the design. They did this really cool kind of wood trim along the bottom. And then I'm so used to seeing wallpaper these days, but they actually did a custom paint job in here. So they've got some gold leaf flowers on like a black and gray. So overall the vibe is killer. And then so much room here in the laundry room. So it's all about space. I just don't feel crammed in this home. I love the beadboard. We have this in our home. We put this in the kids' rooms. It just adds texture. It just takes the home up a notch. And then as you can see, I mean, there's plenty of space, not just for a washer dryer. You could slide these over and have a full-size fridge here. Then you've got your landing area here. You hang up your coats, put your shoes, even more storage up top. And then this little folding table I think is really neat. So now, before we go upstairs, we still have a lot to show you. You've got a big Harry Potter closet right here. Boom, check that out. Goes all the way back down. So I love how they're using all of the space, giving you that extra storage. Now, one thing that a lot of 2-story homes lack is gonna be an office and bedrooms here on the first floor. But what's wild, oh dude, we don't see this every day. We have a live wasp in the house as we're filming. So we'll proceed with caution. So anyways, pretty good size office, but I love they've got these double doors. You can close them up, boom. You get a ton of light coming in here through these front windows, and then This is gonna be more designers after the fact. You're not gonna be able to opt for this when you actually purchase these homes. However, we've got people we can put you in touch with that can come in and do some of the extra trim work, add in some of these chandeliers. So, but the floor plans they do sell. They sell it with this flooring, ceiling heights, all of that. Now this is a 5-bedroom home. So we actually have 2 bedrooms here on the first floor. And the good thing is they're all really good size. I don't feel like I'm crammed in any of them. This is probably the smallest of all 5. And it feels big because they've got just a twin bed here. But even with a full-size bed, you've still got plenty of room for a dresser, potentially still this seat, and then let's check out the closet space, see what we're working with here. So pretty standard, but plenty of width. Looks like it goes about 8 feet across, which is kind of a standard, good size, non-walk-in hanging closet. Now this is gonna be the bathroom that both of these front bedrooms share, but it is a full-size bathroom, and that doesn't double as the half bath down here, which is nice. So that can kind of stay messy for the kiddos. And then you can use the half bath as really the bathroom for guests that come over to visit. So, and then same exact closet as what we saw next door. But this one's set up as a nursery. This is really cute. They actually did a great job, I'm not gonna lie. And now it's time to show you upstairs. Now listen, I got so excited when I saw this house. We've been in almost every model home in Houston, but not many have this set up. Now I'm not sure if I would actually do this with my home. Actually, I know I wouldn't because I have a home this same size and I didn't do it, but this is pretty cool. So we're gonna make a little deal. We haven't done this before. If I make this, you've gotta throw some love down in the comments and subscribe to the channel, guys. We make these videos just for you. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, first try. Go ahead, click that subscribe button right down below. And then if you don't know already, my name is Kyler Ferris. We make these videos just for you, teaching you everything there is to know about living here in Houston. So if you got any questions, don't be shy. Just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email. That way we can actually help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. I wanted to take a second. I wanted to sit down. I wanted to tell you exactly where we are today. We are here in Conroe, Texas, and this is a brand new neighborhood. It opened 2 days ago, and it's called Silverthorne. It's developed by D.R. Horton, and we are just here on the northeast side of Conroe. And if you don't know already, Conroe is exploding with growth. It's actually my hometown. I'm 5th generation Conroe, so I absolutely love this place. And I know it like the back of my hand, and what's so cool about it is it was just a sleepy town for so long, but it's just really come to life in the past 5 years. So there's a lot of development going on around this community. You've got about a 6-minute commute over to I-45 to the freeway, and you're just on the north side of Conroe, which actually means you're kind of in between Conroe and Willis. And Willis has a lot of new commercial shopping going on. So there are actually tons of grocery shopping options here, clothing stores, pet stores, gas stations, you name it, fast food, and even some nicer restaurants just within a 5-minute commute of this community. You're actually really close to the Conroe Municipal Airport. So you've got that about 5 minutes away. You're close to the Conroe Fairgrounds, where we've got the Montgomery County Fair every year. There's always stuff going on out there. And then you're about 8 minutes away from downtown Conroe, which is actually where our brand new office is located. So if you're in Conroe, stop by, say hi, but you're gonna wanna go to downtown Conroe, check it out. They've got cool local shops, but then they also have some great dining options. We love Red Brick Tavern, we love Pacific Yard House, and it really seems like every month or two there's something new popping up. You're also only about 15-20 minutes away from the Woodlands, Texas, which is definitely one of the most robust Houston suburbs with a ton of great dining and shopping options. So a lot of growth up here in this area. Really just wanted you guys to understand exactly where we're at today. Now we still have 2 more bedrooms up here on this second level, making this a full 5-bedroom home sitting at over 3,500 square feet. It's got a very similar layout as to what we saw downstairs. It actually almost kind of is a mirror image of it. So you've got a 4th bedroom and a 5th bedroom up here, kind of the kids setup. They went with twin beds again, but you could easily fit a full, it would fit a queen, king would be a no-go, and then similar sized closets. In fact, it's pretty much the same exact template as downstairs. Ceiling height a little smaller here in this joint bathroom, but it is a full-size bathroom. You've got the linen closet here, and they did a great job of no wasted space behind these walls. I mean, there are closets everywhere in this home. And last but not least, kind of a cute little maybe teen girl room. You've got the trundle under here for the sleepovers, and then similar closet size. So overall, I actually love this layout, 3,500 plus square feet, plenty of space for a good sized family home, and you're really not gonna believe how much it costs. Now, their 60-foot product actually has homes starting just over 1,800 square feet. So they are gonna offer some really good 4-bedroom, 1-story floor plans, but this thing is a real monster. Now you can see the exterior. You've got the 2-car garage, but it's got that cool farmhouse vibe going on here. And prices on these actually haven't been released yet. So by the time we post this video, just reach out to us. We'll tell you exactly what these homes cost. But I can tell you the home we're about to go in, they did give us minimum base pricing. This one actually starts under $300,000. This is their 50-foot product. And you'll notice the difference between the two. That's their farmhouse style, and this is just their more traditional collection. But even though the outside looks traditional, you're gonna wanna take a look at the inside. Now, bigger doesn't always mean better, because I was thinking after seeing the home next door that this one just wouldn't live up to it. That's actually not the case. The designers crushed this one, and I actually really like the layout because this is a 1-story. And we're just gonna start up here at the front of the home. This home's 2,034 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms, but it also has a home office. And so if you're looking for that kind of mid-size 1-story home, I love this floor plan, primarily because everybody has their own space. So the first bedroom's up here at the front, and they did a good size, or a good job of putting a good size bed in here to give you just a good idea of what this space looks like. Keith, I gotta ask, queen or full? I think it's queen. All right, good. Then we're right. So we got a queen bed in here. So it fits the space well, plenty of room for nightstands. They decided to go with a fiddle leaf fig and some cool nightstand over here instead. Now, instead of the big kind of 2-door closets, they've got a single door over here, but you've got about a 5-foot closet, decent hanging space, so still enough to put your stuff in there, but not a big, massive walk-in closet. And then this one's right up at the front of the home. You're also gonna have a full bath here. So this bath is gonna be the full-size bathroom for that. But what I do like is that you've got this home office up at the front of the house, and same thing, it doesn't face out into the living room. You could easily throw some doors on this and close it in, or you could use it as a playroom, secondary playroom for the kids. And then, man, they really crushed it with these painters on these accent walls. And this just goes to show you don't have to spend a ton of money to get your home where you want it to be. Just a couple $1,000s with some paint and some cool little fixtures, and you can make these homes look pretty cool. So good amount of space, good ceiling height in here. You got 9-foot ceilings throughout. This is gonna be a less expensive product than what we saw next door. It's also a smaller product. So these are on 50-foot lots, which means the lots are 50 feet wide. So this house side to side is gonna be 40 feet, and it still opens up nicely in here. You've got your 2-car garage over here, and then you've got a coat closet. This is kind of still up at the front of the home. But the home still opens up very nicely. So it gets pretty wide through this section. And as you can see, similar to next door, you have this big open concept living room where you have a formal dining room. In fact, a massive formal dining room, but it's all connected. So these are huge chairs. You could easily fit 3 on each side, turn this into a nice 8-seater. And I have this same exact dining room table at my house. It's from Living Spaces. I do love it. We should throw promo codes in there. We should make money off of that. But anyways, yeah, so we've got this dining room table at our house. I love it. Fits this space really good. Once again, all that to say, my house is really modern. So is this house. So it's just a nice change of pace for a, kind of a starter home, D.R. Horton starter home. So I just think they've really catered to the palates of the modern consumer. So similar courts over here in this home, as opposed to next door, you've got kind of the white lowers, and then as opposed to the black, much smaller kitchen island, but you still have the same size, deep stainless steel farmhouse sink. We had this in our first house. I actually like this sink a lot. Get the little sink protector down the bottom for 12 bucks. It'll last forever. Now the differences between next door and here are gonna be, you have a slide-in range here, so it's not set down in. It's still gas, you have 4 burners, you still have the same microwave up over here, but just a little bit different between their product lines, between the 50-foot and the 60-foot product. Now, pantry size is identical. Same exact pantry, cornered over here, same stainless steel refrigerator, and then same kind of counter space over here. You just don't have the same width that we were playing with in that living room over there. So now, as far as the living room goes, still plenty big, especially for a 2,000 square foot home that's 4 bedrooms that has the office. You would think they would have to cut out some square footage somewhere, but I haven't found it yet. So we'll keep looking, but overall, pretty big living space here. And then you've got your covered patio, a little smaller than next door, but still, honestly, plenty good size. Still probably about a 12 by 12 foot patio. And then I do want to show you just kind of depth of backyard. I mean, you've got plenty of space to work with back over here. Now there's no fence in between them, so there would be a fence between here and that house next door, but this is a pretty decent sized backyard. You could fit a pool if you wanted to, but you're not gonna need to because of the amenities that we have right here in this neighborhood. Let's get you back inside And I feel like this is probably a good time to tell you about what amenities they actually have planned for the community. So they are in the middle of construction on their brand new community center, and their community center is actually going to feature a really nice resort style pool, something uncommon for a traditional builder neighborhood, but they spared no expense. So they're doing that. They're also building pickleball courts as we speak, and then they're going to have a really cool interactive trail system throughout the community, and they're going to have really nice park setup here. So definitely doesn't lack when it comes to these neighborhood amenities. They're all expected to be done by summer of 2025. So if you buy or you start building now, that clubhouse will be open in the summer, and it is just a great place to cool off with the family. And they stuck with that modern farmhouse theme. So even though it's not completed yet, we can already see the construction on it, and it looks really cool. It actually looks a lot like their kind of model home that they have up over here. So I'm excited for the amenities in the neighborhood. We use ours in our neighborhood quite a bit, but I think for those of you that haven't lived in Texas before, you're gonna want a place to cool off in the summer, and you're gonna be really thankful for that pool. Now, pretty good sized laundry room set up in here. I gotta get the contact for this painter. They just keep killing it everywhere we go. But these are actually the washer and dryer that come with these homes. So what I really like is you can get the full turnkey experience with D.R. Horton. You can get the full appliance package. We can get sprinklers, gutters, garage door opener, fridge, washer, dryer. We can negotiate all of that for you. You just have to call us, guys. We've got great relationships with all these builders, specifically D.R. Horton. They wanted us out here the very first day that they opened up these models because they know that we can reach people just like you and match them up. And so reach out to us, we can get you the deals on these homes. We've got a king size bed in here. Ceiling height's a little lower, still pretty big room. Plenty good size space for a 2,000 square foot home. They actually have homes in their 50-foot section. Their smallest home is gonna be just over 1,500 square feet. They're gonna go all the way up to 2,500 square foot, 2 stories. So you've got a pretty wide range of square footages in their 50-foot product series. Now, bathroom's still decent size. It's not a tight galley bathroom, but it's not near as big as that 60-foot product. And you're gonna start to see some different design center selections when you come into here. So you're not gonna have the quartz countertops. However, you are still gonna have the dual vanities. We've got an actual bathtub in this one and a shower. So neither of them are massive. I would say the tub is bigger than the shower. Pretty standard stand-up shower, no bench for me to sit down and contemplate life on. But you have both in this house as opposed to next door where you just had the big walk-in shower. And then this is pretty comparable closet size to the smaller closet in the big master next door. But once again, 2,000 square feet versus 3,500, you're just gonna get just a smaller footprint in pretty much every room. You still do have your toilet room over here, and it's not a knee knocker, so you do have plenty of space over in there. Now follow me, we've got actually the rest of the bedrooms up off of the main living space over here. So as you head on over here, this is gonna be bedrooms 3 and 4. They're gonna share this bathroom. This bathroom right here is not actually going to function as its own standalone half bath, and neither is the one up there. So it's a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath. There's no separate half bath. So you're either gonna dedicate this one or the one up front for those guests to come over and use. And then they're on a roll with these trundle beds over here, but pretty good setup. Probably 11 by 11 room, pretty standard size. Does have the window over in the corner. Really pretty day out too, by the way. It's a great day to film and show y'all kind of what it looks like when it's sunny out here and the natural light comes in. Twin bed in here, but same thing, 11 by 11, all same closet sizes, but a much more affordable product, which leads me to taking you guys outside and telling you exactly how much this one costs. Pretty surprising, huh? See, I didn't think whenever I walked in here that the interior of this home was gonna be near as modern as it was, considering this is the traditional exterior. But what I'm really surprised by are those prices. As I mentioned, they haven't released their full price list yet, but by the time you're watching this, we will have that, so just reach out to us down below. But this one actually starts at under $300,000. And you're gonna have plenty of different lot options, as I mentioned, out here to be backed up to these nice, gorgeous trees in such a convenient location. But maybe you like this, but you want to explore more of your options here in the Conroe area. Well, don't worry, we've got you covered. We've got plenty of videos. You might want to go ahead and just check this one out right here. It'll tell you more about some of your options here. And as always, if you're thinking about moving to Houston, Texas, do not be shy. We make these videos just for you guys. So just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email. That way we can help you make a smooth move right here to Conroe, Texas.